friends, so I want to tell you what kid we're talking about food, fun, and fandom. My name's Ashley, and today we're doing Ashley Stats. Okay, so I love the Mores. I love everything they do. They can literally do no wrong. Sister, smart guy, twitches, poof point, everything. They are my family, I am them, we are one, right? So I was watching Sister because it's on Netflix for the 100th time, of course, and I realized that they recycle the same characters over and over and over again. Ain't that kind of weird? The first person that I noticed was Christopher Reed, okay? Christopher Reed is Kid from Kid and Play. The first time he was on Sister, he played Chili T. Chili T is this really big superstar that the girls really wanted to come and hang out with them. So they got their dad's limo and drove to the airport, picked him up and brought him to the party, gave him this crazy cocktail with like the sleeping medicine. He fell asleep, laid on the couch. All their friends came over and they literally kind of like Weekend at Bernie's him. And the whole time he was like, sleep. And then he just like moved him around to make him pretend like he was dancing, even though he was not dancing. He was literally passed out the whole entire time. Then the second time I saw him, he was when they were a senior in high school. So the first time they were in 9th grade. Second time they were seniors, and he worked as a manager at a coffee place. So how you go from Chili T, this big superstar that all the kids know, to now you're working at a coffee shop name and your name is Clerk. Like, why? Is it because you lost all your money? Because the girls kidnapped you and gave you like this weird medicine so you missed the concert, so now you had no money, now you gotta work at a coffee shop? If that's the case, I get it, you gotta pay your bills, that makes sense. But if that's not the case, I'm confused with the storyline. Did they just duplicate him? He just came back twice because they just liked him a lot? Or he was like a broke star and needed to work at a coffee shop. The second person that I noticed is Bumper Robinson. Where do you know Bumper Robinson from? He was Jackie from The American Dream. Okay, love it. Then he was Dorian in Different World. Love it even more. Either way, he played on Sister on 3 different occasions. What? They recycled him 3 times. The first time he appeared, he was a bellboy in a hotel where T and Tamara and Sarah all went there for vacation. They had a really great time. Well, no, Sarah had a terrible time because T and Tamara just hung out with each other and left Sarah, and Sarah was really upset because Tamara and Sarah were like best friends. Either way, he was there. And he came up and he gave them room service and they chatted and he was like really cute, and then all the other bellboys came. So that was the first time that he appeared. He was the bellboy. Okay. The second time he appeared, he was a manager at the Rocket Burger. So I guess T and Tamara, they really needed a job, and then Tamara said, we should work at Rocket Burger instead of working at their dad's company. So they're like, and plus he was really hot, so they're like, hey, let's work for this really hot guy, dope. So he was their supervisor, and they didn't notice that he was the bellboy. Maybe he just changed jobs, makes sense. Then after T and Tamara got the job working at Rocket Burger, like maybe the same day, he was like, oh, hey, you have a new manager. And they were like, what? You're like so hot. They didn't say that, but like their faces were like, what? You're so hot. And he's like, yeah, I'm going away to college. I'm going away to college. You have this new supervisor. And he was like super ugly. So they were like really sad, but they stayed and still worked there, which is fine. Then the third time he came, he was a really hot hockey player that like played hockey for their school, which is really confusing because it's like, how can you play hockey for their school when you just went away to college? You're like, did you fail? Did you not go away to college? Like, why are you still at their school? Either way, he was a super hot hockey player. Tamara was like super gaga over him, and they realized later on that he was like a super douchebag. So it's like, oh, super sucked. Last but not least, we have Taj More, my best friend. I love this guy. He came in 3 different occasions. First time he was Cousin Sammy. He did all the girls' laundry, all the girls' chores. Even Lisa was like, Cousin Sammy, don't let these girls take advantage of you. And he's like, no, I like it. She's like, okay, cool, do my laundry too. Don't forget to separate the delicates from the lights, right? They all took advantage of Cousin Sammy, but he was super cute. Next time he came, he was Cousin Taj. Cousin Taj, a little bit older, about 8 years old, which, same person. He did the same thing. He did all the girls' laundry, all the girls' stuff, but he was helpful and he was smart this time. They would ask him questions, he answered them, he gave advice. Super amazing, right? Cool. So last time he came, he was TJ Henderson. He was TJ Henderson, why? Because he has a TV show now, smart guy. So they did a crossover episode, super cute. He came to help Tia and Tamara study for the SATs. Did they study? They did not study. He had them take him to an amusement park because he lied and said that he had a terrible childhood and that he's never been to an amusement park before. So the girls would buy him stuff and like give him the childhood that he never had, which was a tactic to relax them so they can study and pass the SATs. What is it? Is it everyone has a twin in this universe? Everyone has like a cousin that looks like another cousin? Because apparently a lot of people are just coming back as different people. Chili T, Clark, Mike, Jesse, Cousin Sammy, Cousin Todd, TJ Henderson. Tell me, this doesn't make any sense to me. Explain this world of Sister Sister where everyone just comes and goes as different people. If there's anyone that I missed, let me know in the comments below. If there's any other 90s TV shows that continuously use the same exact character over and over again as different names, leave that below as well so I can watch the TV show and do a video about it. Thank you guys so much for sticking this long, and don't forget, stay totally wicked.